This is Apple Valley News Now at 5 on your side.
We begin with breaking news. Thanks for joining us on Apple Valley News Now. I'm Alyssa Warner. There is a large fire that's been burning very close to State Route 240 in Kennewick this afternoon. That fire is now under investigation. Apple Valley News Now's Austin Reed joins us live. Austin, what have you learned so far?
Well, Alyssa, close to 5 hours later, and you can see crews are still on the scene. We've got units from Kennewick Fire and Richland Fire. We are on the Columbia River Park Trail side, so a little bit away from the highway. I do want you to look at this video that we captured earlier, though, when we got here around 1:30. You can see that flames were as high as to the top of trees. I mean, this was a very intense, fast fire, and we spoke with the Kennewick fire deputy earlier. Let's take a listen to him with information about how this started.
Yeah, so a small fire observed from the highway. Callers called in 911 very quickly, which we appreciate. That helps us keep the fire small. It was reported to be in the city of Richland. Richland Fire responded very quickly along with units from West Richland to support them. Crews arrived and recognized it was also spreading into the Kennewick side of our community, so Kennewick units also responded. This fire is in the area of the old KOA campground, so not much back there that was threatened except for a retired camping building.
Back out here live behind me right here, you can see one fire truck is leaving. That building behind me, that is the old KOA campground building, and crews are making sure. They told me that there were some embers on the top of that building, so they are making sure all of the hot spots are out. As far as the investigation and how that is going, we're going to have an update coming up in about 10 minutes. I'm going to hear from the Kennewick Police Department in that regards. Good news, both lanes of 240 from Edison and then up to the mall now completely reopened. That's the latest live in between Kennewick and Richland on the border. Austin Reed, Apple Valley News Now.
Thanks, Austin. We'll check in with you in just a few minutes. And Stacy, what we were seeing and hearing on the video earlier was just a lot of really breezy conditions out there as they were fighting that fire.
Even though it was a cooler day, yes, we'd have those breezy and gusty winds, and they're going to continue tonight. We have very active weather. Once again, we had a really nice, did we enjoy that 5 or 6 days? Yeah, that's over with. Sorry to tell you.
It looks like we're seeing only just the tail edge of it here in the Tri-Cities.
We are seeing the tail edge, and what that causes is those breezy to gusty winds. So let's take a look at our first alert radar, and you can see the active weather now. I'm even seeing some lightning bolts. Now, this would be the other side of the Blue Mountains, on the other side of Walla Walla, over towards the LeGrand Baker City area. But we are seeing snow on those upper levels of the the Blue Mountains tonight, and just filtering right along Walla Walla, Pendleton, and more than likely this system tonight, that's where it's going to stay. But we do have a winter storm watch in effect, and well, for that reason right there, we could see anywhere from up to a couple of inches up to 12 inches of snow between now and Saturday, and we're already seeing a little bit of light snow once again in those upper elevations, and with those lightning bolts, maybe some thunder snow out there. We were talking about that. Now let's compare yesterday's sunset. This was us. It was beautiful. It was sunny. It was 80 degrees. We were soaking it in to this morning's sunrise, and you'll see quite a difference because it's gray, gloomy, and you'd see that cloud cover coming up from the south, and that is our weather pattern for the next couple of days. So right now 52 degrees in our Legends Casino Skycam, and here's what's on the way. Cloudy to gusty winds for tonight. Thunderstorms possible. We're seeing some of those again along the Blues. Scattered showers through our area for several days, and then heavy mountain snow continues. I'll get to all the details in your first alert full weather forecast. Alyssa.
Thanks, Stacy. Now we continue talking about fire. Yakima County has the second highest risk of home fires in Washington state. Dozens of people have lost everything in home or apartment fires in the county in the past couple of weeks. 60 people were displaced after an apartment fire in Yakima. The cause there still unknown. A structure burned downtown in Tieton, plus a couple lost their home in Tampico over the weekend, including their pets and all of their belongings.
There was so much significant damage to the property that the investigator was unable to find a origin or cause, so it's unknown.
Now, coming up at 6, we're going to talk about risk factors for home fires, what you can do to be prepared. But as far as wildfires go, defensible fire spaces play a big part during fire season, helping protect your home. A defensible fire space is the barrier between your home and any natural vegetation that comes into contact with your property. Today, we spoke with a Benton County Fire District 4 official. He says there are different types of defensible fire spaces, things like moonscaping, which is rock and very little vegetation, then keeping your lawn green and well watered, making sure any plants are also very green could be considered a defensible space. Fire officials say the minimum your space should be is 30 feet across, and this is why it's key to have one to protect your home.
Defensible spaces are important for us. If without a defensible space, you're really at the mercy of the fire behavior, which is affected by weather. Typically, if there's not a defensible space, it's going to really have, your home is not going to have any protection should wildfire come in contact with that area.
Now, there is always a good time to install a defensible space on your property. That's right now. Fire officials also say these spaces should be put together well in advance of the summer fire season. An update tonight, much of the playground at McGuire Park on the Yakima Greenway burned down last week. Some parts of that park did survive, though. Greenway officials say the fire destroyed the northeast section, the largest part of the playground. Firefighters were able to save a smaller section to the south, including the swings and tot lot structure. They've done some cleaning in the burned area. They've fenced it off, but the rest of the playground opened back up over the weekend.
So people can enjoy the south end of that playground. It's much smaller, but it's still there and in good shape, and people can go out there and enjoy it.
Now, the playground had been retrofitted to fight against wildfires. They say this fire was human-caused, but they still don't know if it was set intentionally or by accident. Greenway officials say they're hoping to gather community leaders and stakeholders together sometime in the next month or so to discuss their options for moving forward. Now, here in the Tri-Cities region, changes are coming to Hood Park in Burbank this spring. Work has already begun on 2 new fishing docks at the Hood Park ponds. The U.S. Army Corps of Engineers says the docks will make it easier for people with disabilities to fish in the ponds. They were donated by the Union Sportsman Alliance. Those docks should be all finished and ready to go sometime next month. Tonight we have new developments in the case of a man charged with killing 4 University of Idaho students in 2022. Brian Koberger's lawyers say there's no way to assemble an unbiased jury if the trial is held in Latah County, where those killings happened. Court documents show that Koberger's team hired a consultant to conduct a survey. They're saying that survey shows the community is biased against Koberger. The judge in the case has now ordered both sides not to contact any potential jurors in the community. They're all due back in court tomorrow to discuss whether the case will be moved out of the county. A Benton County mental health counselor charged with killing his girlfriend last summer is no longer allowed to practice in Washington and will not be allowed to get his licenses back in the future. Benton County Sheriff's deputies responding to a call to this Kennewick home on July 9th of last year found 38-year-old Jenna Olafson's body on the back patio. They arrested 38-year-old Michael Smith, who also lived at the home. He's been charged with second-degree murder and is currently in the Benton County Jail on $1 million bond. He's scheduled to go on trial in June, but the Washington Department of Health says Smith confessed to the murder. In February, the department revoked his licenses, saying he will have no right to reapply. With spring break happening this week for most students in our area, sex trafficking is a concern. So the Richland Police Department is keeping a really close eye on the web for any potential offenders. We spoke with Detective Matt Nelson, who says they're working a new case as we speak. Nelson works hand in hand with the National Internet Crimes Against Children Task Force program. A number of local cases they say have recently been solved. Richland PD says that's thanks to a new commitment for 2024, more education.
The big thing is just be involved in your child's life. Sometimes in cases, where a child has been contacted online and groomed by a predator, we find that the parents aren't aware of what's occurring, and kids are way more technologically savvy than the adults are,
Now, last year in 2023 in the Tri-Cities, close to 90 cyber tips came in. And get this, According to the latest number, as much as 80% of child sex crimes in the United States begin on social media. Today, President Biden held an event at the White House alongside Vermont Senator Bernie Sanders, highlighting the work his administration has done to lower health care costs and pledging to continue that effort. Now, this comes as President Biden is facing backlash for the way his administration has handled the deadly violence in Gaza that's now resulted in 7 aid workers being killed. Former President Trump is facing ongoing legal battles, with the judge today refusing to delay his trial related to hush money payments during the 2016 presidential campaign. That trial is set to begin later this month. Now, while both Biden and Trump are their presumptive party nominees in the current presidential election, Julia Benbrook reports voters are showing their concerns in the primaries.
Almost any path to victory will run through several swing states, including Wisconsin. Back in 2016, former President Donald Trump secured a win there by fewer than 23,000 votes. And then in 2020, President Joe Biden won by fewer than 21,000 votes.
I came to office determined to uphold the duty that gets us through one of the toughest periods in our nation's history. And we have.
Wisconsin primary voters are now sending both Biden and Trump a message. More than 47,000 Wisconsin Democrats, that's roughly 8% of those who went to the polls, marked uninstructed at the ballot box, largely in protest of Biden's handling of the war in Gaza.
If they won't listen to our calls or our emails or our letters, then they better listen to our votes instead.
Trump also faced pushback as he continues to try and reach more moderate voters.
A vote for Trump is a vote to save Wisconsin, and it's a vote to save your country.
In Wisconsin, more than 76,000 Republicans, that's roughly 13% of those who voted, cast their ballots for his former primary opponent, Nikki Haley. Another former opponent, Ron DeSantis, and uninstructed brought in about 30,000 votes combined. Reporting in Washington, I'm Julia Benbrook.
Locally tonight, one of the big stories we're following is that big change in the weather. We're talking much cooler temperatures, even some winter weather warnings for the mountains surrounding the Tri-Cities. Stacey Lee is talking about that in your first alert forecast. Plus, we are tracking breaking news of a large fire that impacted drivers along State Route 240 in Kennewick this afternoon. Austin Reed is there live. He'll have an update from police about that investigation coming up.
To see if you qualify for Hanford worker compensation, please call Smart Law for a free consultation at 1-877-630-1122. Workers and the families of deceased workers who worked at the Hanford site are now eligible for compensation for diseases and illnesses, including neurological, respiratory and heart conditions, cancers, and beryllium-related disorders. This may be in addition to compensation already being received. Call Smart Law at 1-877-630-1122 for Hanford worker compensation. Smart Law in Yakima and Tri-Cities.
Time for a new roof? Let Eminent Roofing replace it with the product so good you'll never have to replace it again. Our roofs come with the limited lifetime warranty. Never replace your roof again.
With the rain and wind comes roof damage. Don't wait till it's an emergency. Call today to receive 0% financing on approved credit.
So if it's time for a new roof or siding, let Eminent Roofing replace it with our certified installers.
Because when it's all said and done, this is the sign you'll want in your yard.
Have you heard about refractive lens exchange? K2 Vision RLE means no glasses, no contacts, and no readers permanently. And you'll never develop a cataract.
No glasses or readers. K2 Vision RLE.
Race towards big wins at Wild Horse Resort and Casino during the $125,000 Derby Dash for cash and prizes. The track comes alive with over $13,000 in cash and prizes every Friday and Saturday. Pick your lucky horse, jockey your way to victory, and ride away with up to $700 cash. Then join us Saturday, April 27 for a $15,000 grand prize. 3 winners will race towards the finish line, and the winner takes home $10,000 cash. Wild Horse Resort and Casino. More winners, more often.
Life can be hard. With Culligan, your water doesn't have to be.
Danny was rear-ended by a semi-truck. Serious injuries.
The back end was in the back seat. There was nothing left of the rear.
Danny was in pain, and the insurance company was giving him the runaround.
Mariano's reputation and experience gave him an advantage over the insurance company that I didn't have. I felt very comforted. I felt like I was going to be taken care of, that I didn't have to worry about it.
The insurance company couldn't run around me, and Daniel got paid a lot.
He lives up to his reputation, which is somebody who gets results.
Call 853-2222.
Hello there. Watch Live with Kelly and Mark.
Weekday mornings at 9 on Apple Valley News Now.
Welcome back. If you are just joining us, we are tracking breaking news. A large fire that burned very close to State Route 240 in Kennewick this afternoon is now under investigation. Apple Valley News Now's Austin Reed has been talking to investigators so far. Austin, what have you learned?
Yeah, Alyssa, within the last 15 minutes, a number of Kennewick fire trucks have actually left the scene. There are still some crews behind that old KOA campground building, so they are making sure to put out any hot spots. They do tell me they're going to have at least 1 or 2 crews here for at least the next couple of hours. But the good news is Highway 240, both lanes from Edison all the way to the mall now open. As for the investigation into this, when we arrived on scene, crews told us that a suspect was arrested at about the same time that this fire broke out. Are they connected? Well, the investigation is ongoing, but again, we do know that somebody was arrested in this area around the same time. We also saw Richland and Kennewick police agencies here at around 3 o'clock. They were flying their drone. So is this arson? It's going to be something that we're going to be following up on. But again, if you are going to be traveling on 240, the fire is pretty much totally out. Nobody was hurt, but obviously there's going to be damage to the trail. That's the latest. Reporting live, Austin Reed, Apple Valley News Now.
From Apple Valley News Now, First Alert Weather with Stacy Lee.
And let's take a look outside. I call this our sky cam. We're going to call it our Dust Devil spy cam. I've been watching the guys down here getting the field ready for our opener of the Dust Devils coming up very soon. I believe it's Fan Fest tonight. We'll be checking in on that a little later. 52 degrees. Winds have died down slightly. We were a lot breezier earlier. We're down to 9 miles per hour, but as you could see, it spread that fire earlier today. Sunset at 7:29. Weather pattern, it has been a change-in. We've got that low pressure system coming through, bringing the cold air and rain starting to move into some areas. Now, tomorrow that system brings rain and snow, particularly to the Blue Mountains. We'll see some Cascade snow, not quite as heavy there, more of it towards the Blue Mountains and Central Oregon. Think Madras and Redmond and Bend area. There's a winter weather advisory in place there tonight. But we do have a winter storm watch for our Blue Mountains, again impacting this I-84 corridor beginning Thursday night through Saturday, but we've been seeing active weather there tonight. We could see up to 12 inches of snow between now and Saturday, so pretty substantial impact there. Let's look at our future cast. We see most of these showers heavy at times over the Blue Mountains tonight and maybe touching a few sprinkles falling along the foothills in the Walla Walla area. By 11 o'clock tonight, we could even see a few of those showers passing through the Columbia Basin Tri-Cities. By tomorrow morning, we are going to start to see wet weather moving through our area. We had some sprinkles on and off today, but look at all the snow. Simcoe Highlands all the way wrapping around some of the lower elevations outside of the Dells. Again, that central area up into the Cascades. We're going to continue to see rain and snow activity, and it's very unsettled, and you see it kind of swooshing around in a circular motion. That's going to be the system and how it's going to move through our area. Heavy showers to the north of Connell on Friday. So active weather for the next couple of days. Temperatures, as you recall, yesterday we were 80 degrees. We are 28 degrees cooler tonight, right now, than we were just 24 hours ago. 54 degrees in Yakima, 43 right now in Pendleton. Temperature trend, we're going to actually be trending down below our average for a couple of days through Friday, and then we'll start to gradually increase, and the warmer temperatures will return hopefully by Tuesday. That's what we're showing anyway on our Futurecast temperature trend chart. 67 by Tuesday in Yakima, and for Walla Walla, those temperatures pretty chilly. 47 for the daytime high on Friday, back to the 60s a little bit later on. So that's what's happening weather-wise. Temperatures tonight, 30s and 40s. Freezing level, Ellensburg staying above the freeze level tonight through most of the Columbia Basin and into the Yakima Valley. Chilly showers with mountain snow for our area tomorrow. Could see a thunderstorm thundershower even move through with that wraparound system that we were seeing. Here's our 7-day planning forecast for Tri-Cities and Yakima. Again, look for those showers at least through Friday. Things start to calm down, and then guess what's coming? That solar eclipse. We'll have lots of details coming up here in the next couple of days about the eclipse. There's the rain through Saturday for Walla Walla. Their foothills getting a little bit more. Things starting to calm down in Hermiston. Temperatures warming up, hopefully back to those low 70s we see on Wednesday. So pretty active weather over the next couple of days. Try to stay dry out there. And yeah, definitely going to need a coat for sure, at least in the morning and evening hours. Alyssa?
Thanks, Stacy. Today, Second Harvest held a mobile market in Kennewick, but it had a secondary mission. Volunteers prepared to hand out food to hundreds of people between 11 this morning and 1 this afternoon. But the Washington State Department of Ecology was also there as part of their Use Food Well campaign. They're hoping to fight hunger by making sure that food isn't being wasted. Experts say everyone plays a part, from businesses all the way to individuals.
And we find that we all actually have a part to play, and that there's no single generator of food waste in Washington. And so that is why we are launching the Use Food Well Washington campaign, is to really show that we all have an opportunity here, and it can actually be fun. Maybe there's an added value food recipe that you can try with your family, or maybe you can do something fun with the money you save just by reducing that food waste from happening to begin with.
So Washington State Department of Ecology Food Center is partnering with Second Harvest. They're hoping to help Washington cut overall food waste in half by 2030. That is just 6 years away. Up next on Apple Valley News Now at 5, the FDA has now approved an app to help treat depression. We're going to explain how it works coming up.
E.T. and Extra, tonight at 7 on Apple Valley News Now.
Hit by a big truck in bad weather? There's a law that says truck drivers have a legal duty to use extreme caution when driving in hazardous conditions. Hit by a big truck? I'm attorney Mariana Morales, the big truck heavy hitter.
Call 853-2222.
April is Home Run Riches Month at Legends Casino Hotel, where you're guaranteed $1,000 just for stepping up to the plate, with a chance to round the bases for 10 grand. Just play with your Legends Rewards card, and you could be called a pinch hit on Thursdays and win thousands of dollars. You don't even need a complicated contract or sleazy agent to bet on our team. Hey, better, swing better. Come play Home Run Riches all April long at Legends Casino Hotel.
Why is my internet slow? There's only 16 devices connected.
I'm so over this. My cable internet bill just increased again.
My upload speed is so bad, I can't even run a stream without buffering.
Defeat cable lag. Switch to Ziply Fiber, America's fastest home internet. 25 times faster uploads. $65 less a month than cable. Ziply Fiber. Call 1-888-GO-ZIPLY or visit ziplyfiber.com/GoZiply.
Stay tuned to get a free automatic toilet bowl cleaner from Mermaid. Your sink stopper's broken, and fixing a drain is a pain. Introducing Mermaid Drain Magic, the instant solution to most broken drains. Just remove and replace. In seconds, you can fill and drain with a simple press of a button. Drain Magic makes replacing your old, broken, rusty, even missing sink stoppers fast and easy. Drain Magic's anti-clogging basket helps prevent clogs in your sink, catching hair, food, even jewelry. Made with brass and chrome and a silicone gasket, it creates a watertight seal. Order your Mermaid Drain Magic today for only $19.99 and get a Mermaid toilet bowl cleaner absolutely free. Drop it in the tank for up to 3 months of cleaning. But wait, this could be your last chance to get Drain Magic at this low price with free toilet bowl cleaner. There's a strict limit of 3, so order now.
Call 1-800-518-6828 or visit GetDrainMagic.com. So call 1-800-518-6828 or visit GetDrainMagic.com. Order now.
We're with Bridget, whose husband won't be home for months and whose daughter is due any day. We're with all service members and their families. Are you with them? Learn more at USO.org today.
Hit by a big truck in bad weather? There's a law that says truck drivers have a legal duty to use extreme caution when driving in hazardous conditions. Hit by a big truck? I'm attorney Mariana Morales, the big truck heavy hitter.
Call 853-2222.
Welcome back. The FDA approved a video game to treat ADHD last year. Now they're signing off on a prescription app to help treat depression. It's called Rejoin, and the company that makes the app says it's intended to be used alongside antidepressant medication. You're supposed to use the app for 6 weeks, going through a series of brain training exercises. Advocates say you could think of it as physical therapy for your brain. The company says it's not just a wellness app because this one has to be specifically prescribed. They're hoping to make it available later this year, but it's not clear yet how much that app will cost. All right, the weather's turned a little less cheerful unless you like the rain, but summer is coming, and here's a sign of that. Tri-City Dust Devils Fan Fest is coming up this evening. We'll head out to Geisa Stadium to get caught up with the fans coming up on Apple Valley News Now at 6. But first, we'll take a final check on your forecast. That's next.
The best way to end your day.
That is good TV.
Friends, tonight at 11:05.
When you need legal help, trust Quantum Legal. We're here for you in times of trouble, whether you need assistance with criminal defense, personal injury, or have been injured on the job. Law is a complicated matter. Our team of experts will fight for you and help you find the best solution for your situation. Don't let life's challenges get the best of you. We're here to help. Call us today at 509-783-5551 or visit our website at quantumlegal.com.
Tonight, growing outrage over the deaths of 7 aid workers killed in Gaza, plus tracking the flooding and tornado destruction where more strikes could be headed. More Americans turn to World News Tonight with David Muir, the most watched newscast on television.
Walla Walla Regional Airport, the gateway to your next vacation. As spring and summer travels approach, plan your flights through Walla Walla Airport. We offer free parking, and we have 2 Alaska flights to Seattle daily, making your travel easy and convenient. Take the time off, explore the world, and create memories that will last a lifetime. Walla Walla Airport, your connection to your next vacation. Book today. AlaskaAir.com, your destination awaits.
Have you heard about refractive lens exchange? K2 Vision RLE means no glasses, no contacts, and no readers permanently. And you'll never develop a cataract.
No glasses or readers. K2 Vision RLE.
With Dish, get the same TV bill every month for 2 years.
Hello? Oh God, I think someone's coming.
No price hikes, no surprises. Because surprising TV shows are great. Surprising TV bills, not great.
Let's get you some fresh water.
The 2-year TV price guarantee from Dish. Tuned in to you.
Race towards big wins at Wild Horse Resort and Casino during the $125,000 Derby Dash for cash and prizes. The track comes alive with over $13,000 in cash and prizes every Friday and Saturday. Pick your lucky horse, jockey your way to victory, and ride away with up to $700 cash. Then join us Saturday, April 27 for a $15,000 grand prize. 3 winners will race towards the finish line, and the winner takes home $10,000 cash. Wild Horse Resort and Casino. More winners, more often.
Take advantage of the tax credits you can, including the annual Washington State Working Families Tax Credit. You can get money back on state taxes already paid. Visit workingfamiliescredit.wa.gov.
Does your phone have the Apple Valley News Now app? With top local stories, first alert weather, and an easy way to enter our contests. Make Apple Valley News Now your go-to information app. Search and download on the App Store or Google Play.
Welcome back. It's been kind of an exciting afternoon for us, Stacey.
Right.
Lots of things happening in the weather.
Tons happening around the area with the weather. But let's take a look at our weather photo first. I always enjoy this.
So peaceful.
Yes,
so much more
look
peaceful
at
this
that.
afternoon.
Look at how pretty that is. Now, that was not this morning, but Alan took this picture the other morning, and look at that. He got a duck to pose for him right in the middle of the picture. So
I love it.
When you can get the wildlife to pose for your photo, that's always a good day. So do like Alan did. Go right up there to your screen, grab your phone, take a picture of that QR code, and that's going to take you right to our website where you can find the landing page and upload your photo and, you know, fill out, tell us a little bit about it, about you, where you're from. And of course, if you don't want to do the QR code, you can go to applevalleynewsnow.com, go to the weather tab, and that's where you're going to find our landing page to upload your photos. Now, we love to see them, so keep submitting them. And I know the weather is a little gloomy today, but there's still some weather happening, right?
Absolutely. Been a little breezy out there.
Right.
I saw some raindrops this morning.
That's right. And this is what your day is looking like for tomorrow. It's going to be a rainy day pretty much all day tomorrow in all of our areas, with those temperatures staying on the cool side. I'm not ready for that.
Well, you know, rain jackets and bundle up for one more blast.
There we go.
Thanks, Stacey, and thank you so much for watching. World News Tonight with David Muir is next. We're back tonight at 6, and you can always find the latest anytime on our website, applevalleyNewsNow.com.
We'll see you then.